Welcome back to the channel. Today, we delve into the intriguing presidency of Gerald Ford, the 38th President of the United States who served from 1974 to 1977. Ford took office during one of the most tumultuous periods in American history, following the resignation of Richard Nixon amid the Watergate scandal. Join us as we explore how Ford faced the challenges of a shaken nation, aiming to restore trust in the presidency and guide America through a series of conflicts, crises, and social upheavals. Background: who was Gerald Ford? Gerald R. Ford was born Leslie Lynch King Jr. on July 14, 1913, in Omaha, Nebraska, and was later adopted by his stepfather, Gerald Ford Sr. After a successful college football career at the University of Michigan, Ford served in the Navy during World War II. Following the war, he pursued a law degree, eventually entering politics as a Republican representative from Michigan, serving for 25 years in Congress. In December 1973, Ford became vice president under Nixon after Spiro Agnew's resignation. His experience on Capitol Hill and reputation for bipartisanship prepared him for the challenges ahead, but nothing could have entirely prepared him for the circumstances surrounding his own ascendancy to the presidency. Ford takes office. The aftermath of Watergate. Ford was sworn in as president on August 9, 1974. Almost immediately, he was thrust into the spotlight with the daunting task of mending a divided nation. The Watergate scandal had not only led to Nixon's resignation but had also shattered public trust in government institutions. The American people were disillusioned, and many were left wondering whether democracy could prevail. In his inaugural address, Ford set the tone for his presidency, exuding a sense of humility and determination. He declared, "My fellow Americans, our long national nightmare is over." However, Ford faced an uphill battle to restore faith in the government and address the deep political divisions that had emerged. Key policies and actions. The pardon of Nixon, one of Ford's most controversial decisions, came just a month after taking office when he granted a full pardon to Richard Nixon for any crimes he may have committed while in office. Ford justified the pardon as a necessary step to heal the nation and move forward, asserting that a lengthy trial would only prolong national discord. While many Americans supported Ford's desire for reconciliation, the pardon sparked outrage among other citizens. Critics argued that it undermined the rule of law and suggested that political elites could evade justice. Ford's approval ratings plummeted as a result, but he remained steadfast in his belief that it was the right decision. Domestic challenges. Economic turmoil. Ford's presidency coincided with significant economic challenges, including high inflation and rising unemployment, a condition later termed stagflation. The energy crisis of 1973 had led to skyrocketing oil prices, causing economic instability across the country. Ford's administration attempted to tackle these issues through measures like the Whip Inflation Now campaign, which encouraged Americans to cut back on spending and save energy. However, the campaign was largely seen as ineffective and failed to alleviate the economic pressures on families. The administration's struggle to combat these problems highlighted the complexity of the 1970s economic landscape. Foreign policy. A balancing act on the international front, Ford faced a changing geopolitical landscape marked by the continuing Cold War. His administration worked to maintain détente with the Soviet Union while also addressing conflicts around the globe. Ford's foreign policy was marked by his commitment to human rights, which became an increasing focal point in U.S. diplomacy. One of the significant events during Ford's presidency was the fall of Saigon in April 1975, which marked the end of the Vietnam War. Ford struggled to navigate the aftermath of the conflict, including the evacuation of American citizens and at-risk South Vietnamese allies. His administration also faced challenges in the Middle East, most notably during the 1975 to 1976 Arab-Israeli crisis. Public engagement and legacy. Despite the challenges he faced, Ford maintained a connection with the American people through public engagement and transparency. He held numerous press conferences, attempting to foster a sense of openness that had been lacking during Nixon's presidency. This approach helped cultivate a more trusting relationship between the public and the administration. Ford's presidency also paved the way for future discussions on ethics in government. His experience in the wake of Watergate set a precedent for the importance of accountability and transparency in American politics. Conclusion: a president for the moment. Gerald Ford's presidency was a testament to leadership in a time of uncertainty. He may not have sought the office nor enjoyed widespread popularity, but his commitment to restoring confidence in the political system resonated with many Americans. Though often overshadowed by his predecessors and successors, Ford's efforts to unite the country and champion democratic values laid the groundwork for future administrations. As we reflect on Ford's impact, it's essential to recognize that navigating a divided nation requires both resilience and an unwavering dedication to the principles of democracy. Ford's story reminds us that leadership is often about doing what is right over the popularity of decisions. Thank you for tuning in as we explored the complex legacy of Gerald Ford. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos.